guys, it's your island sister. I'm here to talk to you about a very important concept in anything that means transition. I gotta let you guys know I had a really down week. I just was very, probably some symptoms of like PCOS type depression this week, and I was just really sad. Because I was thinking about my future. I honestly was thinking about the possibility, I'll be very honest with you guys, but the possibility of having children. I think that I was in that black hole of the PCOS internet diaries, and I saw a lot of women, kind of talk about infertility and how infertility was really something that was weighing heavy on them. And so I'm not necessarily in a position to have a child right now. I have to finish up school, I have to get my degree, I have to get married. I am not in a position to have a child. And I think that it took me a while to kind of come to those terms. I think I just need to just grow up a little bit more, get more established, I've only been at my job for about 3 months, so really get that financial stability before I support another human being. But I think knowing that those are the things I have to work on are great. But I think another thing that makes me feel a little bit discouraged, it's like, okay, well, will I be ready will I be ready to conceive when I'm ready to have a baby? And I was talking to myself a lot, and I was just kind of like, people have had amazing success stories with having a baby with PCOS, having multiple babies, having multiple, twins, triplets, and the like with PCOS. And even naturally, sometimes they went through IUI, which is intrauterine insemination, or IVF, which is, in vitro fertilization, and also maybe taking drugs like Clomid and Letrozole, which are fertility drugs that help you to ovulate. But I also know that there's also another success stories that just come along with diet and exercise, and being gluten and dairy free, and losing weight, and taking Ovasitol, and using these natural remedies, which is something that I really want to do in my journey. I'm not against Clomid, I'm not against IVF, I'm not against IUI, but in my personal walk, I think what was important to me is that mastering the foundation. But this is the point of the video. I feel like, oh my gosh, is that the point? The point of the video, I think, I know. But the point of the video is I need to tell myself the importance of building that foundation and consistency. I think this video is really about consistency. I think the fears of being infertile and not maybe willing to have a child are real. I mean, there are things that people have struggled with. There's stories about how people are, in their 40s, and they're just trying to find out that PCOS, and then now they're on the last leg of their fertility journey, and it just didn't happen for them. But there's plenty of focusing on those success stories and focusing on the goal, which is just to be healthy. So what I really noticed about myself, which I will share with you guys, because I feel like this is the case for a lot of people, and a lot of even just, I would just say, young women like me, kind of millennials, and kind of in this popcorn generation, where like we want to have the formula to be able to have a kid. We're like, okay, how many weeks of Ovasitol do I have to be on? How many weeks do I have to be gluten and dairy free? How many weeks do I have to do this? And I feel like we have to get out of that attitude of how many, how much, how soon can this happen, and really focus on building a foundation. I think this is the challenge for me through September, August, and September, October, and November, is to challenge myself to be consistent. Meal planning. I'm going to be doing a lot of meal prepping videos. I'm going to asking you guys to come along with me on this journey, because I'm going to be doing a lot of meal prepping, showing you guys the snacks I'm eating, showing you guys the products I'm using. I'm trying to do a whole detox. I'm trying to stop using. I have a product swap video, but to be honest, I do use alternate products, but I don't use everything as an alternate. I still have my days where I'm just like, I'm going to use Febreze. I have my days where I'm grabbing, these using perfumes and kind of things because I want to smell great. But understanding that these things are endocrine blockers. There's the Dirty app, which I'll talk to you guys more about. There's the EWG app. There's just apps that are telling us how toxic the day-to-day products are, and I really haven't gotten the chance to really stop using these products. And I think that's what I have to do first. I think really committing to eating better. Doing a good job in terms of, meal spacing and understanding meal prepping, but I need to do a better job into not giving into temptation. I think the fact that sometimes I'm like seeing women like binge on, Popeyes and KFC and Doritos, and they're getting pregnant, and sometimes it's kind of like, wow, in order to get pregnant one day, do I really have to do all this stuff? And the answer is yes. The answer is be consistent. I think the very first step with anything with PCOS, anything condition related, is understanding that build that foundation. Master eating better. Master exercising. Master these things, because you never know. Maybe the problem in the first place was that you weren't really being consistent with your diet and exercise. I'm never gonna say that PCOS is simple and easy and that that diet and exercise will fix everything. You may need Provera, you might need Femera, you might need these are period drugs that help you get a period. But I want you guys to seriously try diet and exercise and detox and stress management and detoxing your household of products that literally block your hormones from doing what it's supposed to do. I want me and you guys also have to really take this time to challenge ourselves to be consistent, to not get caught up into the how many months do I have to do this till I get my period? How many months do I do till I get pregnant? No. We need to step up, and I'm talking to myself too. I am all about formulas. I'm all about, okay, how much, how many, how soon. And I have to tell myself, okay, it's not about how much, how many, how soon. It is the long run. It is the fight. It is the marathon. Because honestly, you can't half-ass when it comes to excuse my language. You can't half it when it comes to PCOS healing. Our hormones are way too delicate. Our blood sugars are way too sensitive for us to feel like we can binge on certain things and then go back to a PCOS friendly diet. There are days when you want YOLO. You want to live. You're like, okay, let me take a drink. Let me have some gluten. Let me have some dairy. I've been really, really good all week. But I think the periods of time, it's not really 80-20, unfortunately, you guys. It is 90-10. It's probably 95-5. Like, it's so important that we're doing things to balance our blood sugars and keep ourselves very, very, very healthy, especially when we're trying to conceive, especially when we're trying to get our periods. And it can be very daunting. It can be exhausting. It can be a little depressing because, you don't want to be that person in the party that's like, well, I can't really have those tortilla chips because they're not gluten-free. And I'm going to talk about, alternatives. I'm going to do a whole couple of survival guides and surviving holiday parties, Christmas parties, Halloween parties. These parties, the places that we're tempted the most. I'm going to help you guys and help myself into understanding that the most important issue and the most important thing we have to struggle with is this temptation. I think that's what is the thing that's been derailing me lately, that I'm just like, I want sugar, I want gluten, I want dairy. Cheese is so good. Excuse me. Bread is so good. But building that foundation that says, hey, I might be able to heal this with just diet and exercise. And it sounds like, the doctor, or it's like, oh, just take the pill and lose weight. I'm not telling you to take the pill and lose. I'm telling you to commit to yourself. Commit to a holistic healing. Don't try to get out of the how much, how soon, how many mentality, and just be like, take it slow, take it day by day. I think God is going to bless me with children. I think God is going to bless you with children. But I think the most important key that's definitely that kind of like got on myself this week. And I was like, how can you be sad? How can you be, upset with yourself when, have you really been consistently gluten and dairy free this week? No, I had Popeyes, had a sliced chicken sandwich, I had Chick-fil-A, So I'm saying, document your actions. We're gonna have weeks where we're stressed out. We're gonna have weeks where we're eating ice cream and chocolate and these things. But be honest with yourself. It's because sometimes we gotta understand we gotta work our butts off to get this heal this PCOS. Work our butts off to have children, and that it's sometimes feels like, oh, this is so unfair. I have to break my butt off for the thing that people can just lay down 5 seconds, just bada boom, bada bang, baby. But stick with it. It's worth it. You're gonna grow from it. I'm growing from it. I'm realizing that I do struggle with consistency. I do struggle with discipline. And I think once I've conquered mastering my diet and mastering my exercise, that I will continue to strive in PCOS. I've had my successes, and those successes came when I was working the hardest. So it's time to go back into gear. September is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be making so many videos for you guys. I'm gonna be doing meal prep videos. I'm gonna be doing a ton of survival guides to get you guys through Halloween, get you guys through Labor Day, get you guys through all these times that it's like, oh my god, I want a hot dog. I want a hot dog. But you can have a hot dog. Make sure it is farm raised beef and gluten-free bun, and you will be hot dogging. Alright guys, I love you guys to life. You're my husband. Have a wonderful day, and I love you guys so much. Bye bye.